aka the anxiety professor here. I call myself the anxiety professor not because of any formal education, although I do have that, but because I've dealt with and struggled with and fought against and challenged my anxiety for most of my life, starting at 6 years old when I experienced separation anxiety when it was time to go to school. Today I want to bring two ideas to you. And anxiety is a very complex thing, and it can be ever changing and ever evolving. And so I don't want anything to seem like a simple fix, or somebody who's really struggled with anxiety disorder to think that I'm making this sound like anything is easy. All I'm trying to do is bring some tips that you may use, or even that you take and think about, in an effort to bring you out of the anxiety loop. Okay, there's a lot of different ways of attacking anxiety. There's exercise, there's diet and nutrition, there may be medication, there is definitely a lot of cognitive distortions that we learn and develop along the way. So one of the things I want to talk about today is the difference between worry and anxiety. If you're a worrier, it is uncomfortable. It can be cognitively uncomfortable, but generally, if you're experiencing physical discomfort with your worry, then we call that anxiety. So today I'm going to talk about some cognitive walls that sort of keep us trapped in a loop of anxiety. One is believing that worry is a good thing. Two is an intolerance to uncertainty. Three is having a negative mindset. And four is avoiding troubling or concerning thoughts. So those are four ways of thinking that are very common to people who are worriers and or have been diagnosed with anxiety disorder, or know that they have anxiety disorder, but they have not been diagnosed. Okay, if you really are experiencing debilitating physical symptoms, I really do suggest you go see your doctor and get a complete workup. A lot of times, one of the ways we can start to work on managing our anxiety is that we can really take note of our habits and how we think. Okay, at this point right now, it doesn't really matter how we got to them. I mean, you may already know, but we are where we are. And so how do we deal with some of the patterns that we're stuck in? So those are four different ways that people who tend to be worriers or struggle with anxiety, those are four of the thinking walls that tend to keep us trapped in an anxiety loop. And there will be more specific tips in the description below. But for now, one of the best things to do is to think about those four walls that I discussed and really think about which ones resonate with you. Which ones do you apply in times of worry, in times of stress? And make a commitment to yourself to maybe restructuring some of those ways of thinking. So I will be talking about each one of those four walls separately in separate videos. But again, see the descriptors below. And for today, really sit down, and if you have a chance, maybe you don't, you might have kids running all around you, but really contemplate which ones apply to you. Try to be super honest with yourself, and we'll see each other next time.